2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Windsor Gardens or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Hey, yo.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing, Ash?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
You seem fresh.
Yeah, well, I was just blowing up to Lockie about the M1. I was like...
Oh, the Springwood or whatever it is.
I don't know what it is.
They need to sort that out and they need to do it quicker. I feel like the Chinese need to come in and do it. They do things in a day. They're amazing over there.
What are you saying?
I mean, they lose a few workmen in their cement, but they...
They
They
get the
just
job
get
done
stuff
quick.
done.
Who the Chinese?
Don't laugh, Mitch. It's horrible. People fall in China. Well, this is what I heard. People fall from like construction sites where there's not much safety equipment. And if they land in the concrete, they just concrete over the top of them.
You're suggesting that's what we should do on the M1?
Oh,
I came in late, then I was-
speeds,
You want to adopt
speeds
that
it up a little
principle?
bit.
Okay.
Well, I was saying to Lockie...
Controversial, but, you know.
I feel like I've spent my whole adult life driving that road, Brisbane to the Gold Coast, for whatever reason. And so we're going back decades. I don't know if it's ever been complete. I don't know if I've ever driven from Brisbane to the Gold Coast in the last 25, make it 30 years, where it's been 100 kilometres an hour the whole way.
Without one of those flashing bloody arrows on
Yeah.
the truck.
Or without a section or 2 sections as it is at the moment, or maybe even 3 where you slow down to 80. Like you might get some runs where there's no traffic, but you always have to slow down because there's an area of the M1 which is under construction. So you slow down. I don't know that it's ever been like it's done.
Yeah.
I felt like that with the Bruce Highway, but now it's done.
Is it?
It's done. Yeah, there's no one
Well, there's no
stopping me
roadwork.
anywhere. Nothing.
Between
I
you
have
and
a
the
clear
Sunshine
run.
Coast.
I have a clear run.
Well, that's interesting.
It's like they knew I was going to get this job, and they went, "We can't have Nikki having full-blown dummy spit every morning." Because I would.
Oh, you're lucky then.
Yeah, I feel fortunate.
And is it fixed?
Well, yeah, it's not enough.
I mean,
but
yesterday it wasn't.
look, it'll do. Oh, yesterday. Well, that was because everyone went up each other's butts.
Oh, there was an accident.
Yeah,
Okay.
there was an accident.
That's always been the problem in that stretch of road, that one accident, someone stops to
then you're
take a
stuffed.
pee,
Then you're going
stuffed.
via Steve Irwin Way.
Yeah,
and
yes,
you...
that's...
Hey, enough talking about the problems on the Sun Coast.
Sorry, back to you.
Sorry, back to
Focus
your-
on the Gold Coast.
Yeah, but you got Tom
Brisbane.
Tate, so you're right.
Yeah, Tom Tate will
He
fix
fixes
everything.
everything.
Say, oi, Tatey, fix it.
Fix it.
Well, fix it, Tatey. Fix it. Although I see he's got a huge push going. He's trying to steal all these sports for the Olympics.
about him?
I'm on board with it. I'm like, yeah, what's wrong with spreading a little bit down the Gold Coast? They're spreading a bit up the Sunshine Coast. We've got those.
I'm dancing with you on
cycling.
that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. He wants to have the swimming there, and now he's making a play for the hockey.
Ooh.
That was going to be
And the rowing.
Ballymore,
He
I
wants-
think was where that was at
Yeah,
one point.
he's saying, why do that? Bring
I'll tell you what's
bring it down the Gold Coast.
What he is doing, which is good, is that it's like everything's still up for grabs. Anyone who thinks anything's set in concrete, it's not.
No.
Like everything is still malleable.
Well, the workmen in China,
Oh,
they're
I
setting
want to call
concrete. Oh, look.
Nikki Osborne.
It's a bad one, though. I was like, should I say this out
No,
loud?
just go for it.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
So the story out of Vegas this morning is that Canberra Raiders stars Hudson Young and Morgan Smithies became embroiled in a heated late-night altercation in Las Vegas after one of the players refused to share his bed with his teammate, who was stranded without a room due to a check-in malfunction, whatever that might be. Well, I can understand that to a certain extent. If there's only one bed in the room and you don't have a roommate, and there's a knock at the door.
Yeah, they're best mates.
Yeah, but it's still your prerogative, isn't it, to go? If there's a knock at the door, gets you out of bed, saying, "Come on, I want to share the double bed with you," you'd be like, "Well, go and try someone else's room.
A couple of single,
go to your own room."
Single 20-something rugby league players going to Vegas for a week, and the first person you have to sleep with is your teammate. Probably not ideal.
It's not the Vegas trip
No.
they'd planned.
But like that does happen. It's effectively a work function. Like I slept with Lukey McHugh, our technician.
We've all done it.
Early days, yeah.
Yeah, not just specifically with Luke McHugh, but we've all had to do it at some point.
Yeah.
I feel like I've slept with.
No, you and I,
we've
we've had
definitely
one
slept together.
after an Acras.
That's right.
Neither. I think we went back to yours for some post
For
drinks.
memory, there was spare beds and everything, but we just slept together.
The last memory I had, I was asleep on the couch on the other side of the room.
I think I joined you.
And then I woke up in.
Oh, you woke up with me.
I woke up in your bed.
Yeah, you'd switch. So that, I mean, it does happen.
Did you do the crawl in the middle of the
He doesn't know.
Don't know.
You just ended up with love. That's how it happens. David.
Hang on. That sounds a bit creepy.
But none of you.
He did it of his own accord.
Yeah.
There was no,
None of you have fought each other off. It would seem.
No, that's my point. But these guys did.
It says
But-
Young and Smithies actually came to blows on their first night in Sin City. It was their first night in the hotel.
So it sounds like there was a problem with the Resort World room bookings that everyone was being affected by. That, in my understanding, is they went out thinking, but by the time they came back, that'd be fixed, but it wasn't.
Oh, they probably had to do that thing where they left their bags in reception.
Yeah, I think that's what had happened, right? And then so they'd been out. One of the players, not one of them, I think one of the other players had this inflatable baseball bat. Which wasn't even involved in the incident. It was just in the video footage. It looked like someone was wielding a bat.
It says security were called amid initial fears players were holding baseball bats. It later emerged that it was an inflatable baseball.
Stupid ones like you get at the egger.
And they're holding one of
It
those
does less
stupid
than a
drinks.
feather.
Remember that drink you had in Vegas? That big ice?
Yeah, the big
slushy.
The big, the big yard glass.
I'm
sort of
still not
sit.
convinced that this was an actual fight. I feel like this was like a play fight. Like, I'll fight you for pillow, like
What
bed
did
or
they-
couch.
Why didn't they say that in the press conference? The press conference they said we're not going into details. Like, well, what? Why? Maybe this is the time to go into details of what the hell you two were doing.
They were fighting over big spoon, little spoon.
Yes, essentially.
And then it got worse as well because it says once they were allowed to return to their rooms, they took them out of the hotel, the two of them out of the hotel at one point. Hotel staff accidentally then escorted them to a Penrith Panthers player's room.
How's that work?
Nathan Cleary got woken up.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Hey, 13-24-10, if you're up early but you went to Drake's concert, you might be really filthy
was
being
he
up
on
so
last
early
night?
because apparently a very late start.
Yeah. It seemed like a whole cacophony of stuff going on. And it was just, what I'm led to believe is Drake and his crew getting in late. I don't know where they were getting in from, just to perform. So people rocked up.
They must have got stuck at Springwood.
I don't know where it was coming
He would
from.
have chopped it in probably.
Yeah, maybe.
He's been on the coast because he was at Broadbeach over the week. He rocked up somewhere at Broadbeach and the place must have known he was coming or something because they quickly somehow or other got like a heap of really hot influencer chicks. Yes, to be in there.
All you have to do is whistle on
when
Broadbeach
he
and
was in
hot
there.
chicks turn up. Like, they're everywhere. It's like Copenhagen. Like, there's just hot chicks everywhere.
They just turned up. So they must have known.
Was it that Norte? I think it's called Norte. I think it's the
Is it at
place
Broadbeach?
where they're at. Yeah, it's a new joint. It's the hottest ticket in town.
That sounds right.
My boy, the Vicar of Burleigh, runs it.
The Vicar of Burleigh.
Yeah.
Norte, is that meant to sound as it...
I don't know. I think it comes from another country.
I know, but it's
You've
kind of
already
a double,
attacked China this morning.
double play. Yeah, well, Norte, come on.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, Norte.
Yeah.
I think that's how it's pronounced. Anyway, so wherever he came from, he was late.
Yeah.
And so they said, get there early because there'll be big lines. Everyone rocks up, 5 o'clock. Gets to 7 o'clock. The gates still aren't open.
Where was this?
Boondall.
At the Ansett, right.
And but I think it's not the organisers' fault. They're waiting. Drake's obviously said he's coming in late, so they can't have people sitting there tearing down the seats.
Yeah.
For hours.
Yeah.
I don't think he got on stage. Mitch, it was certainly well and truly after 9 p.m.
Yeah, we had 9:50 on our news this morning. That's
9:50.
the reports
So
we
what,
had.
that's a 2-hour wait where they're stuck outside.
Well, they reckon the line to get in, and I'm trying to, if this is true, this is quite extraordinary, went around the lake and through several car parks. You think of that. That's that could be a kilometre.
That's like a pilgrimage.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. And they were lined up for, forever
Imagine
and
the
ever.
pretty
Mozzie
rough.
bites. Like, if you weren't prepared, which you wouldn't have been prepared, you would have thought,
No.
out of the car, in I go.
As if you've bought the old, bug spray.
Yeah, Bushman's help or
And
whatever it is.
you're right, there would be mozzies everywhere.
Yes, if
That's
you're
where
around
they
the
breed.
lake. Imagine all the itchy knees today. You'll be able to tell who went to Drake last night because their legs will they'll look like they've got the pox.
Someone instant going, Drake, please let us in. We're dying out here. So
Plus they had
that
to
was how
pee.
that was how it felt.
That's
apparently.
pretty annoying, you know. Like, I mean, because you got to organise your week and
Yeah.
all the rest of it. And if it says it starts at 7 o'clock, it's got to start at 7 o'clock.
You think you've
It's a
got an
Monday.
early one.
It's a Monday night.
Imagine if we went. We wouldn't even make it into work today.
I think there's a chance. If it was a 9:50 start, I would have gone. I'm out.
Oh, that's yeah. And
Katy
that's a
Perry
school
did
night
that to
as
us
well.
once. I took my niece and we were like sustaining excitement all day, and then we drove into the city, and then we went in the city, and then we did all the things, and we're like, yeah. And she was about 2 hours late. And by then, my
Why?
niece was in tears because she was burnt out.
Yeah.
And we just kind of yawned our way through the concert.
It's pretty shit. Like, I'm putting it on Drake. I can't think of any other way.
That's on Drake.
I'm
It's
not-
like, you know, if there's a game of footy on and
Yeah,
it starts at
just get there,
7:30,
mate.
you've got to be there for the kickoff at 7:30. The other one, David, while I'm on my high horse, that annoys me as a parent with junior sport is these coaches that think that, you know, they're coaching the Olympics or the NRL or whatever. It might be under 6, under 7s, under 9s, 10s, doesn't matter. But training's from 4 till 5. But the super coach keeps the kids there till 5:30, mate, having big speeches. Like, that drives me. It drives me mental. It's like,
That's
we've got
ridiculous.
nothing else in our lives,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Like we've got places to be, and they're sitting there having big speeches with
Yeah,
huddles.
what are you talking to that kid about? What are you actually saying at this point that's so
And,
important?
you're like, and I know my kid; he's not even listening right now.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
One of my boys, or Sid, my middle boy, he's in Sydney. He goes to uni down in Sydney now, and he stays in the college down there. He's part of one of the colleges down there.
Oh, yeah.
So he drove down on Sunday, and he's checked in. He's got his new room, and he sent a video through. Actually, while we were in our meeting yesterday,
Yeah.
Sid sort of sent through into the family chat, said, "I'll check out my room." And so I was looking at the video of his room. And then I went over to Mitch. I went, check this out, Mitch, because on his bookshelf, I was able to sort of really sort of analyse what he's got on his shelf and all the rest of
Making
it.
sure he didn't have any dodgy paraphernalia.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good parent.
I'm excited that he's even got a bookshelf.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's a good point.
yeah, and he put put all these
Like a
things.
whiskey
There was
shelf,
no
whatever.
there was no books on it.
Oh, yeah,
actually.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
okay.
Oh, well.
But so I was going, what's he actually got there? And then I went, oh my God. And I went over to show Mitch because, God, it had to be 10 years ago. Like Sid was a little boy. Like Sid would have been, I don't know, 8 or 9 or something like that. And Mitch had been down to the State of Origin in Sydney. And this must have been when Queensland won their 8 in a row.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it would have been because like Sid was like 12 or something by the time Queensland lost
seen a
an
loss.
Origin series. I was like, mate, this doesn't happen all the time. Like, don't get used to it. From when he was aware, like from the age of like 5 to 12 or whatever,
pretty bizarre.
and he was like, oh, Origin's unreal. You
But
just
that's
rock up
what it's
every year.
like being a kid, isn't it? You're just always winning. Everyone loves you. You're the centre of attention, and life's just good.
Yeah. So anyway, Mitch went into the sheds after this Origin game, and he came back and he gave me this towel. What was it, Mitch? It was a Jonathan. It was a 4X towel.
Yeah, out of JT's like cubicle almost in the sheds. Yeah.
Yeah, they all got given their own little towel that they could use, and it was in the 4X logo, and JT signed it for Sid,
Yeah.
which was so nice of Mitch, and I gave it to Sid. So as an 8-year-old kid, like it's like the greatest present, and he always loved it. He loved this thing. It was always up on his wall at home in his room, and he's got that in the.
that's on his shelf.
He's taken that with him as an adult. He's still holding on to that JT signature. He's never washed it. It's still got JT's sweat on it. It's still got JT's dirt.
Have some 4X there from the floor
Yeah.
of the
Is it like a
sheds.
hand towel kind
Yeah,
of thing? Is it?
yeah, it'd only be like a foot.
Like a bar runner. Yeah, like a bar runner.
Pretty
It's
much.
like
Yeah,
they had their
right.
own personal bar runners.
Yeah.
And JT signed it, and Sid's got it with him in Sydney. And it just made me think, like, what did you hang on to that you've still got,
Oh.
like
From a kid.
from a kid?
Well, I saw actually on Sunday we were at the Broncos at their fan fest out at the Star, and we had all the players up on the stage, and we were interviewing Katoni Staggs. Big gust of wind comes because we're right near the river, and Reece Walsh is behind. And he's signing footies and stuff, and then he had a bucket hat, a brand new Broncos bucket hat, and it's blown off his head. And of course, Katoni Staggs, being the nice teammate, picks it up And instead of giving it back to Reese, just chucks it into the crowd. It was like a chip to seagulls at the beach.
My God.
Like kids would nearly killing each other over this thing. So that'd be on someone's mantle, I reckon, at some stage.
So
'cause
somebody
it'd
has
just
that.
been on Reese's head. Yeah.
If it's fallen into the right hands, because look, to Sid, that's like a priceless item.
Yeah.
But to other people, it's literally just a bar runner.
Yeah.
And to a
stink-
potential girlfriend, it's a red flag.
Yeah, it could be as well.
Yes, yeah.
Like, oh, this stinky
Who's
thing
he
on-
impressing with that?
Yeah, maybe put some books up there in front of it.
I got given a footy that was signed by the whole Winner Manly premiership team from 1984 when I was a kid that I've still got. But
Still got that?
all the signatures have faded off because it was just in biro pen. But I think that's about the only thing that I've really
I can't think of
held
one
on.
thing I've held on to.
I have a tragic one, a very tragic one. As you know, my dad used to work in printing, and he was doing Pro Hart's greatest works collection.
Oh, dear.
And so Pro Hart came over to our place one afternoon, and I was little, and I was being, a little rambunctious and restless. So he said, "Here, look, I'll draw you a picture." And he took out a serviette, and then he drew a little Pro Hart picture for me. Do I know where that is? No.
I've lost it.
God.
I think it might be in the bin.
Yeah, that's pretty tragic.
Oh, that is...
That's a bad one.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
That's
Nikki.
like, cleaning a Banksy off your garage wall.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is a piece of art, but I don't have it anymore. But there was an artist called Darcy Doyle.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was a famous Australian artist. Did those ones where you see kids playing cricket outside of, a pub in the outback. Those sort of pictures. He drew me a horse.
Oh, wow.
And that didn't get to adulthood. Yeah. All the crap you do have.
What have we done?
I know.
I don't think I did it. I think Beryl, our cleaning lady, did it. Bloody Beryl.
Yeah, nothing got through. I got a storage
unless
storage shed full of crap that I pay $500 a month for.
Well, that's depressing because
didn't make
both of yours would actually be
Have
valuable.
good.
Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
actually be. But I'm talking about now what you got that, ostensibly it's just a bar runner, but to you,
Yes.
this
Something you have
is
got.
priceless.
13 24 10 if you have something, by the way. Give us a call.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Talking about the things that you've scored along the way. Maybe
Well, the little things that mean everything to you, but they're really just a piece of junk
I had a
that you've
nappy.
been hang on to.
I had a cloth nappy as a kid, which got a fair way through, and I still retain this weird thing where I have to, because I used to rub the corner of a nappy, and literally as I was talking to you then, Mitch, I was rubbing it like I used to rub my nappy, my shirt.
From when you're a kid?
Yeah.
Right.
So that's like your nervous twitch thing.
Yeah.
That you used to do it with the nappy, and now you do it with
So
your...
but the nappy didn't get through.
It's like a comforter.
Yeah, it's a comforter. Yeah.
Ashley out of McDowell. Oh, what do you got, a Pro Heart deal? Did you get a Pro Heart painting and hang on to it, unlike Nikki?
Yeah, so we actually got it for our wedding present, and when we actually got warned that we need to hang it up high so kids don't get it, and now we have a toddler running around, and her hands are not going anywhere near it.
Oh, thank God you've got it safe somewhere. I wish my mum had done that because I was not old enough to know any better.
Yeah.
But what a good gift.
Well,
Getting art as a gift, that's a good gift.
But a Pro Heart?
I know, a proper one.
That's a bloody expensive gift for a wedding. Was it a wedding? What do we got here? Kylie out of Coomera. What do you got, Kylie? What are you hanging on to?
Good morning. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
So way back when I was in primary school, we were asked to write a letter to someone that we really looked up to. And I didn't think that a lot of people didn't get a response, but I ended up getting a handwritten letter and a signed photo from Jane Fleming, who was my idol at the time.
Yeah,
And I've held on to it for over 30-something years.
Now the head of Athletics Australia.
Is she?
Yeah.
Australian Athletics, whatever they call it now.
yeah, she was our runner, wasn't she? A
Yeah, she
long
was a
distance.
Hep and hurdles.
Yeah.
I remember Jane Fleming. She was a legend. I understand why you'd hold on to that.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's stored in my little memory box.
Well done.
Nice work.
Jody out of Brookwater. What do you got?
Good morning, guys. I'm a mad rugby league fan as well. My family's a big St George fan. So what we used to do after every game, we'd go to the leagues club, and I have a stash of coasters, but the most important one that's signed by my favourite player is from Ricky Warford from when I was about 6 years old.
Really?
That's now, about 38, 39 years old that I've kept that now.
Holy hell! I remember Ricky Walford. He was
St. George.
Yeah, he was a flashy winger.
St. George,
Yeah.
best winger going around, in my opinion.
What that
Similar.
reminds me, one thing I did keep was footy cards. I do have them still.
Oh, you still, mate? You should.
Yeah,
you
I'm
should
gonna
wheel
go
them
over-
out.
yeah,
They
look
might
at
be.
them.
You
Yeah,
might have
yeah,
some
yeah.
gold in
I've
amongst
got
that.
some good ones there.
All right, last one. Simon, our Bald Hills. Wrap us up. What do you got, mate? Simon.
Hey, how are ya?
All right.
Have a go, ya?
That was a good. that was good, thanks.
Thanks, Simon.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Windsor Gardens or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
Lutsy's Dream Reader.
Any dream will do.
Yeah, good morning, everyone.
Seriously, though.
Who's on the line? My eyes can't see the screen.
It's
Louise.
a special guest.
Louise?
Hello, hi.
They say you're a special guest, Louise. Why are you so special?
Because I had to call you all the way from Adelaide to get my dream read, I guess, because you guys are the experts.
What? So what do you listen to Nova in Adelaide? That's
There is an over in Adelaide.
Jodie
but,
Jodie and Hazy, right?
Yeah, and I'm from Adelaide, but I have a very, I would think, interesting dream dreams that I need deciphered, so I've called all the way from here.
Oh, they don't do dream analysis.
They don't do dreams. No, not.
They'll learn.
Give them time.
Okay, well,
Give them time.
Well, honoured. So you through the Nova Player, you've contacted us.
Yes.
This is awesome. Okay, Louise. Well, talk us through it, Louise.
For the last month, I would say I've been dreaming what I would call grayscale, but like black and white. There's no colour in any of my dreams, no matter what the dream is. It's always grayscale. It generally is me trying to escape something ominous. I never see what it is that I'm trying to escape, but the feeling of I need to escape. But it's just super weird that all my dreams, no matter what, are black and white or grey.
Wow. So just give us. Do you remember them? Do you remember any specific escapes? That you have,
there's always this feeling that like I wake up like I'm trying to get away from something, but I can never visually see what it is that I'm trying to get away from.
Right, that's quite normal that you don't remember. I don't remember. If I didn't, sometimes I remember for like 10 seconds. If I go back to sleep, I don't remember any of my dreams usually. It's a bit frustrating, isn't it? Because you feel like that might give you more of an indication of what you're escaping from or everything. But so you do remember grayscale.
Well, I just always like remember there's no colour in my dreams.
Oh,
for like the last month.
It's just a pure black and white.
Maybe she's dreaming like when she was a cat in a previous life.
Or maybe you should not get into my segment.
Turning my mic off.
I'm the dream and analyzer, whatever it is. Okay, I actually think.
What say you?
I actually think that the black and white, or the grayscale as you call it, is specifically relating to something from your past. It's something from it. I'm not saying it's a lack of colour means a lack of vibrancy here. I'm saying this is a chronology thing. This is a time related thing. Whereas you're remembering, or your subconscious is trying to take you back into your past, and maybe it's something that you were trying to escape from, or something you haven't let go of that you need to, again, to move to that next level of your life. But it's specifically, the grayscale is specifically something from another era of your life.
Okay. I'm a bit of an old soul, so maybe that relates.
And again, it's hard to know because without any of the specific details of the dreams, it's hard to know exactly what it's relating to, whether it's a personal thing for you or whether it's a family thing or whether it's career related. But what I can tell you, it's something that's driven from an element of your past that you still haven't fully been able to move on from. I don't think it's a scary thing necessarily, that you're trying to escape, in inverted commas, as we've said already in this analysis. What I'm saying is that it's probably something that you still have the capability to be able to move on from, that you haven't quite done so yet from your past.
Well, do you know how I would move beyond that to get back to the colour?
I'm not the Messiah, all right. I don't know. I mean, it'd be interesting to just try. You don't remember any details whatsoever, like not one detail. It's just a feeling when you wake up and a feeling of grayscale.
And just constantly moving in the dream. But like I said, this can be, doesn't matter what the dream is. Like, I could have a saucy dream and it is in black and white.
Tell us about that one. Tell us about that one. Reminds me of my dad's 70s porn collection.
Yeah, maybe it's an old porn edition.
Do you have to set it up on a projector screen?
Did you have to press pause a lot and then it burnt through the VHS tape? We're going down a different path here, Louise.
Did you have to scuttle really quickly when you heard the car pull up in the driveway?
Did you have exactly 10 minutes when they got home from work, but before you got home from school? Okay, what the point is?
Yes.
Look, I'm going to say, given the frivolity of your personality, that it's not a serious thing. But I'm going to say it's probably something more career driven, or maybe something to do with a brother or something where you want to move, a brother or a sister where you haven't quite reaching that relationship as adults. It's something a bit more fun like that you can definitely deal with. But have a think about it. It's something from your past, yeah, and you'll be okay. It's nothing sinister to it, I don't think.
Thank you. I appreciate your analysis.
If you've got any more questions, hit up Jodie and Hazy. They'll be able to help you out.
You wouldn't even know about this, probably, Louise, but I'm just going to duck into the prize cave for you now, because I feel like you've been a great caller and we want to get as many South Australian-based callers as we can. So we're just going to pop into the cave and give you a prize. Why isn't that working?
What's going on?
I'll have to duck back out of the cave, Luttsy.
Yeah.
We're having some connection issues.
Hello?
Just 1 second, Jodie. We're just trying to, Louise, rather, we're just trying to help you out.
Yeah, here we go. Sorry.
The cave's working at the cave.
I lost contact with you there. I hope you can hear me down in Adelaide, Louise, but I've got a wonderful prize. It's the, where is it there? It's the $250 Lorna Jane voucher. It's on the back, out there at the back of the cave now. So this Friday you can get active with Lorna Jane on International Activewear Day with free 15-minute line bike rides, because the right activewear isn't just for workouts, it's for every day. We all know about this. So there you go, a $250 Lorna Jane voucher. That'll get you going.
Amazing. That will bring back the colour. Thank you.
Yeah, get a nice bright pink top.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Now, Vegas. No one comes out of Vegas without a good story. And I was chatting to a guy, he was a Hyundai dealer last week at the conference, and he said that he went to Vegas for a big work thing, and they had a wild time in Vegas. And he's like, I'll just go hard and then I'll just sleep the whole way back. Anyway, he's got on the plane and he's popped what he thought was a sleeping pill. And then he realised all of a sudden he couldn't sleep and he couldn't put his tray down, because instead of he accidentally popped a Viagra. And so he spent the whole flight just absolutely struggling with himself. And it just made me think about what you guys said, that apparently, I didn't know this, when men go to the doctor for like a checkup around your late 40s, early 50s.
None of us said this. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Seriously, I don't know what parallel universe.
Look, apparently, maybe it wasn't you guys. Maybe it was someone else that I did radio with.
What did they say?
They were saying that at around 50, apparently you get like some sample Viagra. Like it's just part of your...
In fairness, that did happen to me. Like when I went 50, my doctor just wrote me a prescription. And said,
really?
Yeah, you'll probably need this. Yeah, I told you this. Yeah. That.
What are you? Here's a couple.
He just went, mate. This is what you do. I got the.
You had to bend over and cough.
Yes, yep. I got that.
The whole checkup.
And then he just wrote me a prescription for it. Yeah.
And apparently this is the thing, because I've asked a few other people and I had no idea.
So what's he saying? He spent 12 9 uncomfortable hours.
I think it was 14 actually.
Coming back
14.
from
How many did
Vegas.
he have? Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like it's supposed to you're supposed to only work when you when you see something that triggers you. You're not supposed to, from my understanding, is you don't walk around like a half-open pocket.
Well, I don't think he was on Qantas. I actually think the trolley
that
dollies
explains
were
it.
quite young.
Was it Korean Airline? Oh, that explains it then.
I think he had
Right.
like AI-looking
He was
trolley
fine, and he
dollies.
had-
Where
he
was
had
he
to be
flying
on
with? And why aren't we all flying if it's having that effect?
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Experience boutique luxury accommodation, exceptional dining, and exquisite events at Emporium Hotel South Bank, Brisbane's cultural epicentre.
The only way to farewell summer. Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne's end of summer party.
I'm chasing paradise with you.
2 sleeps to go?
That's it. Well, depending how you get party ready, it could be 1. It might be done by now. I don't know.
That's a good point.
Oh, you burn out too quick. I reckon you want to come in with fresh legs. Don't you reckon, Nikki?
Oh,
Like
you definitely need.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not one of those people that parties before a long haul flight either. I'm like, no, be well rested for a long haul flight. As Perky, my neighbour, used to always say, one good sleep brings on another.
So maybe even a little Thursday afternoon nap before the party on Thursday. Or
Yeah, have a nap. Have nappage.
Nanny nap.
Ready for dancage.
Well, and you've gone the way of Lockie at the moment. You get your glasses on. I'm feeling left out. Lockie, are there any spare glasses?
Yeah, I'll take some too, please.
Everyone's got these cool
You all
glasses.
need your shades on. Mind you, they hurt under the mic things.
Oh, it's
under the headphones.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, yeah.
The black things on my head.
Yeah. That's pressing on your ears.
All right, hey, Benny out of Wynnum.
I'm here. How you going?
Mate, you're coming along to this party. We're only giving you 2 days to get your outfit and everything ready.
Oh no,
That's
get your Mrs. outfit. I'm reading here that you've got 4 boys under 13 between you, but you still take time to rock it together.
Yeah, it's dangerous sometimes, but we still have fun.
Did your wife make you write that, or did you?
No, I suggested it, and then it happens, and now we're doing it. She could just pull anything out of her wardrobe, rock it. So I think she'll be right.
I love this. This
it's,
sounds like a
up to
very.
me.
This sounds like a very loving relationship, Benny. I look forward to meeting you at this party and your
Be
missus.
careful what you wish for.
Oh, hello.
No,
Are you going to out limbo me, you bugger?
no, I'm not very flexible.
Oh, okay. Give me something, Benny.
No, I'm just not anything.
No.
Hey, who's Bobby? You said you want Fisher to come. We know who Fisher is, obviously, the celebrity you'd want to take. But he said if he feels...
Bobby's the baby.
Yes.
So he said if he brings Bobby, you'd have a much higher survival rate. So, yeah, he'd be quieter, you mean?
Yes, correct.
So Bobby's Fisher's baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Bobby is adorable.
I feel like I've seen photos of him with those black things on his ears.
Oh, yeah, the black things.
Earmuffs.
Yeah, well, Bobby's a girl.
Is it?
Yeah, that's his little girl.
It's all right, cool kids here.
But she's she looks just like a mum, thank goodness. But she smiles like a dad. Like she's got her dad's smile. She smiles at everything, baby
That's
Bobby.
pretty cool.
It's so cool. It's the coolest baby ever. Like it's a viral baby. Like it's trending.
Nice.
It's cooler than him.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, no babies are allowed at our party, unfortunately.
sorry.
We'll be leaving the boys at home, so you're safe.
Good man.
You'll be there on Thursday night. Get that outfit
Good.
sorted, experiencing boutique luxury accommodation, exceptional dining, and exquisite events at Emporium Hotel, South Bank, Brisbane's cultural epicentre. And whether it's your glasses or the loafers, whatever you might be donning on the nights, the best dressed, Emporium Hotel, South Bank have jumped on board to award Firma Italian dining vouchers. They're up for grabs on the night. So
don't mind
get your skates on.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
We had a bit of a disaster at our house like last week. We've had a dishwasher that didn't work. Like literally, our dishwasher, it had a 3-year warranty on it. It was like 3 years and a month, and this thing it knows.
Built-in obsolescence. Apparently that's a thing. They literally, like printing cartridges, they're not actually empty. It's built in with a little marker on the dial that says, okay, I'm done now, even though it's not done.
It's where the phones do it too.
It literally just clapped out as soon as it was, out of warranty. And so we went through a whole thing where we were trying to get it fixed. And it's like, nah, you're up for a new dishwasher. So we bought this new, so had a couple of weeks of old school, cleaning the dishes, old school. And with the kids, our kids are just like, whatever.
They'd be scrambling to
Same
help.
as everyone else's kids. But anyway, we got this new dishwasher that finally came in last week. And then we've got the dishwasher doesn't sit there by itself. It's got like a facade that has to match the kitchen bench. So it's got like,
it's a built-in
panel
Yeah.
that is attached to the dishwasher. The first night that we had the dishwasher, I've packed the dishwasher. I don't know what I did. I've closed it up, and then I've gone to open it up again, and it's locked. And it's like I've got my handle not on the dishwasher, but on the whatever it is, the paneling, and it just won't open. And it turns out we had to get a guy in. He came in. He had to take apart the whole paneling of the kitchen and rip this bit off. And it turns out that somehow or other I put the child lock on the dishwasher, and then when it's locked, you can't open it, and you need to be able to access it. You couldn't do it. So it was the guy had to come in and dismantle the kitchen after he just put it together, just so we could open the dishwasher and disengage the child lock. And then Jody made the greatest point of all, which is, what child is going anywhere near a dishwasher? Like,
you wouldn't even know what it is.
No.
That's what I said to Joe. I said we could hide the kids' Christmas presents in that dishwasher, and it'd actually be the greatest place to hide, because that's the one place you can be that and the laundry. They wouldn't even know what the laundry now joint looks like. They wouldn't know how to set the dishwasher. They don't go anywhere near it. So why do we need to have a childproof lock? Like, they're so eager to get into the dirty dishes
under the mower
that we'd be trying to stop them from getting in there.
So why is it? How come they couldn't just deactivate the child lock? So just going back to that for a bit. Like, I don't understand why did it just. If there's a child lock, why can't you just unlock the child lock?
Or just get out the manual or go on YouTube or one of those useless, helpful videos.
You can't physically. It's like the dishwasher was locked inside a safe somehow or other, because it had this paneling on the front of it. We had to take the paneling off so that we could then actually touch the dishwasher or do whatever they had to do to disengage.
What kind of dishwasher is it?
I don't know. What do I know?
It's childproof. I don't think that much, mate.
I don't know.
Sounds like it's built better than a Delta airline at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, that was a bad joke.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Windsor Gardens or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
I'm smarter than. I'm smarter than who?
The Brighton Answer deal is here, with one lucky person winning $100,000 off the price of their new home every month. Drop into your nearest Brighton display home today.
Katrina out of Clayfield. Hello. How you going?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Yes.
I'm pretty good.
Speaking of Billie Eilish, she managed to get herself off her backside and do a concert on time. Unlike Drake last night, Katrina is 2 hours late. I mean, come on!
Oh, my God. I would be ready for bed by then.
Imagine that. I would have gone home. In
Yeah.
protest. I would have headed home. Now, speaking of putting on performances, Harvey and Sophia, 9 and 6 respectively, are in the car and they're bang up for it. They are bang up for it, aren't they, Katrina?
They're very excited.
That cough sounded sinister in the background. That could be croup.
That's just clearing the mechanism, mate.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, she's fine.
Mitch, don't let me forget. You know what I'm like.
Okay, I will, mate.
Bring me back around.
I gotcha.
After we put Katrina under the spotlight. $1,100 rarefied air, the biggest amount we've had so far this year. Well and truly in This Is the Moment territory. And I'd love to see you win it, Katrina. Can I give you some advice?
I would love to. Yes.
You watch. You won't take this advice. In fact, you'll do the complete opposite now. But if it doesn't come to you first time around, just say don't know.
Don't know.
It'll save you time, and it cost old mate yesterday. Like it cost him the whole thing.
But if I say pass,
Oh, no,
it will
someone
come
said,
back round.
so you didn't say pass sandwich. I thought it was the key when you...
Yeah, don't even put what's that word?
Exactly.
What is
Okay,
that?
don't go past? Okay.
Oh, stop saying it.
She's going to do it now. You watch.
I don't know.
You watch what happens.
Yeah.
I've been here a long time. I've seen it all.
Did you not say it on purpose then? Because I thought you did that brilliantly.
No, I didn't, but that's a good thing. Like,
Yeah, just say,
I'm
don't, no.
taking that out of the equation.
Good. Sometimes if you... I love the stats on when you say or someone says don't, that person says that word.
Yeah, that word.
I'd like to take it out of our vernacular completely if we could.
Yep. All right, well, let's go, Katrina, and then we'll chuck it over to Harvey and Sophia in just a moment. But right now, on you, 30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. How many vowels are there in the alphabet?
5.
Carl Stefanovic hosts which breakfast television show?
Sunrise.
Farfel is a type of which food?
It's a chickpea ball, Lebanese vegetable.
What is the first name of the current pope?
John.
Spell pattern.
Pattern.
Stop the clock.
Okay. Well, Ash, I think he did you a favour by moving on because you were about to give War and Peace then.
Well, you gave me 48 answers. So,
can I ask, was the word you said falafel?
No, farfel.
Okay, he did say farfel. It sounds like
That's
falafel.
pasta.
Oh.
But Ashley did say farfel. Jeez, I'm really supporting you today, aren't I?
Thank you. Thank you. Good. No, you did.
You did say farfel.
You threw me under the bus one time. I can't remember when, but
today.
I feel like
He'll save his gaslight for 8.50.
Prime time gaslight.
Well, I remembered. I remember Katrina.
What?
You count in Harvey and count in Sophia. David is standing by to give them a score.
Okay. Can I put it on speakerphone now?
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Hey guys, say hi.
Hi.
Hi, guys. Love your work. Give us your best
Thanks.
imp. Thank you.
Okay.
Count them in, Katrina.
Bring in the game.
Okay.
I forgot that was good.
Yeah. Are you happy with that, guys? I mean, that long gimp at the end was beautiful.
No one's done that before.
I can't help it.
You want another go?
She came in hot.
I don't think Harvey got his chance there. That's all. That was Sophia, I'm
Yeah,
presuming.
Sophia's was quiet as well.
Okay.
Give him a 3, 2, 1.
Give him a count in.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Bring in the game.
Okay, what happened there was Sophia is obviously the dominant in this car.
She's running the show, isn't
She's
she?
a talent.
She's in charge of the household.
How is a 6-year-old in charge of the household? I love it, but it's
exactly what happens, mate.
I think we have met her. Sophia is a revelation and purely just on domination. She gets 9.5 out of 10, Sophia!
Woohoo!
Bring in the gimp. Oh, bring in the gimp. Because now is time to bring in the gimp.
And the gimp is here.
Oh, nice. That was actually very good.
I like that. That's Cullen Porthill.
It was like good, bad.
Just a reminder, you can send your gimps into our Facebook or Instagram via message or
MP3.
MP3 video format. We could add bells and whistles. Nikki,
Yes.
looking cool in your sunnies, in your shades.
Tar McGrath. Who are we playing?
Katrina and Harvey and Sophia. All right, Nikki, let's go. 30 seconds on the
Okay.
clock. Your time starts now. How many vowels are there in the alphabet?
5
Carl Stefanovic hosts which breakfast television show?
today.
Farfel is a type of which food?
Farfel. Greek food. Turkish.
What is the first name of the current pope?
Mr. Pope.
Spell pattern.
Pattern.
Stop the clock. Give me his 2 go.
So you're getting good at this.
Tape! Yeah!
So you moved on
Yeah.
when you didn't know.
Yeah.
No passing. That was solid. You're going to be hard to beat if you do that every bloody morning, aren't you?
What?
Yeah.
What?
No, just like moving on quick.
Well, she's found a feat.
Yeah.
I have found. I was overwhelmed. I'd started a new job in radio, and then I'm doing a quiz every day.
Into it
We get
too
it.
much. I mean, give it another. I'm going to say 2 weeks,
7
you
years.
won't give a toss one way or the other.
About anything.
No,
I'm getting
it's
the
the way to
vibe.
go.
I'll be too tired to care.
Yeah, that's what we
It's the
do.
way
We've been
to
doing it
go.
for
Yes,
years.
Yeah. You just build it and then you just let it go. Who cares? Who cares? How many vowels are there in the alphabet? A, E, I, O, U is 5. You both got that. It's 1 all. Topo the second. Carl Stefanovic hosts Which Breakfast television show? Nikki said Today Show. Katrina said Sunrise. Katrina,
That's Servo.
you're wrong. That's Swing Low.
Damn it.
Is on Sunrise.
I don't watch any of it.
Yeah, Carl is Channel 9 Today Show with Sarah Arbo. It's 2-1 Nikki. On to the third. Farfel is a type of which food?
I had falafel in my head.
Well, that's what.
So did Katrina.
That was our discussion. Yeah.
Katrina went into quite the dialogue.
Oh, really?
She was like,
Burnt through some chai.
chickpeas, hummus. When you're drunk on the way home on a Saturday night, the only thing open. Put some tahini on it.
So she got that wrong. You both got that wrong.
It's farfel. Yes.
What is it?
It's the
Is it a wheat?
It's the pasta that looks like a little bow tie.
Oh, we eat that too.
Yeah, that one. They got a picture there. See?
We call them bow
Farfalle.
ties.
Yeah, little bow ties. Yeah.
What do we got, Nick?
It's pronounced farfalle.
Farfalle.
Oh, see,
Wow.
if you'd
little
said
butterflies.
that, I would have known.
No, all Nick. Thank you for that. But everyone here can lay witness to the fact that I took the time to go backstage and speak to Lockie, who wrote the questions. And I went,
come on!
Just give me a pronunciation on that word, mate.
Yeah, but
And he
Lockie's-
said farfel.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but he's disguised as Dahmer. I wouldn't trust
Yeah.
anything he says.
I don't speak Italian.
Well, then why answer the question, mate? You could have said, I don't know, Ash.
Mate, how about you don't yell back at the host? How about that for starting
How
something?
about, you yelled at me before when I...
I'm a host.
But into your... I know,
Both
but...
our names are on the show.
But Luttsy,
Yell back at me. It feels good.
Luttsy, I went and asked him, how do you pronounce this? It's farfel.
Farfel, mate.
I went farfel.
If you don't know, don't say it.
Yes.
I feel like, meanwhile, Katrina's kids are hyperventilating, wondering how she went here.
No, hang in there, kids. Hang in there. It's 2-1. What's the first name of the current Pope? Now, one of you said Ben, one of you said David, or something like
Mr.
that.
Pope.
I said Mr.
I
Pope.
can't remember. Hello.
Yeah. He's been crook too.
Francis.
Yeah, that's right.
Francis.
That's not his first name, though.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't.
No, it'd be something weird.
No, that's his surname.
Oh, that's his stage name that he took on.
yeah,
Yes.
Pope Francis. It's like
Yes.
me being Mrs.
Yeah.
Osborne.
Yeah.
Or Aussie or something. Even.
No, I'm Googling that. Wait.
It
It's
is.
Mr. Pope.
It's 2-1 to Nikki. And then the final question, spell pattern, P-A-T-T-E-R-N is correct. Katrina, it's not enough. A 3-2 victory to Nikki, and it means tomorrow we'll be playing for $1,200. You're into the draw for the BYD Shark 6, though, which is unreal, and Luttsy can go to the kickback.
All right, what have we got in here? I want to make sure I look after Harvey and Sophia, even though Harvey didn't even get his voice on the radio through all that. Did you hear him once? I didn't hear Harvey once.
Whisper in the back.
Harvey, you got anything? Just get on the air, mate. Okay.
Yes.
I think that was Sophia. Is that Harvey? That is Harvey. Okay.
Go Essendon.
Hey, are you
Go
guys?
Essendon.
Are you guys Broncos fans at all?
They like Essendon. Different code.
Is that what they said?
Yeah.
I could
They're
hear
in
it.
AFL,
Okay.
I think, mate.
Right, okay. We'll step on that then. Okay, I'll give you a $100. I'll give you the double, a $100 Community Cantina voucher. There's a couple of them on the north side. I know there's one at Everton Park, which is really
Yeah, Mexican.
Yeah, it's really, really good. You guys will love that. So the kids can go there. And then I think, Mum, I'm going to give you a $100 Hey Chica voucher in the Brunswick Street Mall. You'll love that as well. It's a bit of a...
Oh, thank you so much.
bit more of an adult setting there, but you can
Awesome.
maybe enjoy some new time. And Sophia can look after Harvey for the night.
Sounds like it.
Sounds good.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Just quickly running into news, I think Channel 9 last night, there's rumblings around sort of rumours that the 100-day review has come to some sort of conclusion relating to Olympic stadiums. I said this I was actually not even on my own podcast, I was on that Sportish Libby Trickett's podcast a couple of weeks ago, which she asked for what I thought was going to happen, and I said it was looking like Vic Park for the stadium and next to the Gabba for the Brisbane Live, Brisbane Arena, and that space sort of between
So
the
what-
Gabba and the old Chalk Hotel.
Explain that then. So under that if that's right, the Gabba stays.
Correct.
But in whether it gets a touch-up or not, I don't know. But then what are they building next to the Gabba?
Brisbane Arena or Brisbane Live, which is like a Madison
what is
Square
that?
Like an arena, a Madison Square Garden style sort of indoor, basketball. Like I guess Boondall, but
would it be like the Enceinte? Like
a more modern version of that. It'd be closer to what you expect from Madison Square Garden.
So if there was a big concert like Drake last night, Drake would be playing. Instead, he would
17,500 to 18,000 people.
Nice.
Again, sporting events as well. Be potentially one of the venues. Well, definitely a venue for the Olympics, but maybe swimming if they don't use a stadium.
No, that's already moving to the Gold Coast. We've decided.
Or Tom Tate on the Gold Coast.
We got that. Get your hands off it.
But so this is still the official date is March 25 at the Future Brisbane. Chris Jones's Future Brisbane was where David Crisafulli will announce on March 25, right? Yes. But at this point, people are starting to apparently get sort of some whispers around what's happening.
Yeah.
And that's what
we're
told at the moment we're looking at.
Yeah. But on March 25, Crisafulli is ostensibly going to stand up and say, here's where the swimming's going to be, here's where the athletics is going to be, this is what...
Yeah, good question.
This is what we are doing.
Because the 100-day...
And that's definitive then. That's
I believe the 100-day review comes up on like March 8 or something like that. So we presume that come March 25 at this Future Brisbane, this will be David Crisafulli saying, okay, I've got all the information, all the data's come in from all the experts.
Yep.
We've looked at it. We've decided that this is now the best road for us to take.
And designs, will that come with designs or mock designs?
Submissions have already been entered into as part of the 100-day review.
Yeah.
So companies like Populous, for instance, that have put in submissions for Victoria Park. I guess then we go, okay, let's have a look at who's the best people to make these.
But Luttsy, what I don't understand is they've got the people to do this 100-day review, but I don't know if there has been or whether there's any caveats which Crisafulli has given them to say, look, this is how much money you've got to spend, because otherwise, I said, it's like getting your kids to sort of write down what they want for Christmas.
Well, exactly
without giving them a budget, and they could just...
that happened to us, remember? Graham Quirk did it, and Stephen Miles he flicked it across the desk, and Stephen Miles just put his shoulder and armed it through to the waste paper bin behind him and said, that's great, thanks for that, Graham, but I'm doing this. So what we don't want to happen, and I can't see David Crisafulli doing this, is exactly that again, where he's given them almost no parameters. He's just gone, go out there and do the best you can.
Yeah.
They're going to come back and go, well, here's the best we can do. Here's the best way we can spend our money. It's for a legacy of great infrastructure and for the future of Queensland. I can't see him then going, thanks for that, but I'm going to go over and do this. I think it'd be political suicide if at the very least to do that.
I just want it to look good. I just want to be able to look at a photo of Brisbane and go, that's Brisbane. Like, you look at the Opera House, you look at the Big Ben, you look at all those iconic things. It's our time. I think we should spend a bit of dosh. I think we should move the swimming down the Gold Coast, use those pennies to create something really iconic.
Yeah.
It's our moment.
And there's money there.
Don't be tight asses.
Yeah.
Spend it on making Brisbane elite.
Yeah.
It's our turn.
And there's some crazy things happening around the world. I'm actually going to Hong Kong this weekend to look at a new stadium and a sports park there.
Flex.
It's a 50,000 indoor looking thing. And oh my God, I cannot wait. I'm getting goosebumps just to walk inside this thing.
I love just watching you organising that you're just ducking off to Hong Kong on a weekend.
Exactly.
I'm going to go to the bakery.
That's also okay.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Now, I know I keep talking about planes, but I saw another thing. I think it's my algorithm now. I just get all the plane stuff. Anything that blows up on a plane, like arguments or whatever, it's in my feed. I was watching one last night, and I sent it to Alicia. It was just a comedy of errors, and it was quite amusing, although serious. It was a woman who was on a plane with her service dog, which was a German Shepherd. So it's at her feet in the footwell. They've got extra leg room, but then there's a woman sat next to her who has a fear of German Shepherds.
You'd think you were pretty safe on if that was your fear.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get
on a plane, you'd be right. Yeah.
She hops on, she's got the extra leg room, and then there's her nightmare sitting in the corner just staring her down. But it starts to blow up. So she says to the woman initially, look, this might not even be real. This might be one of those staged ones. But that's an expensive thing to stage. It's a plane. And the punters around them seem real.
What? So it's a video.
It's a video.
Yeah.
It seems very real.
Okay.
Anyway.
Let's pretend it for the
So
release
she
it's
says
real.
to her, I don't think that there's clearly nothing wrong with you. I don't think you have the right to have that dog on the plane next to me. And she's like, no, this is a service dog. And she goes, well, show me some paperwork or something. She's like, I don't have to show you paperwork. I showed it to the airline. And she's like, I'm not okay with that dog being there. And then she keeps going at her and at her and at her. And then she starts getting angry. And then the dog, detecting a seizure coming on with the other woman, then jumps up and jumps on the woman.
The other lady.
Yeah, the actual person who's meant to jump on.
Who's got the fear of the...
No.
No.
But that's freaked this
Right.
woman out. She's jumped up. She's like, I'm calling the hostess. This is ridiculous. And she's creating quite a scene. Meanwhile, this one's having a panic attack and the dog's trying to stop the seizure from coming on. Then the other woman's going, what? This is just for panic attacks? I'm having a panic attack right now because I'm terrified of dogs. I got bitten when I was 11. Anyway.
I don't know the answer to that, though. That's a tricky one.
It's a tricky one. I
If
just
you-
laughed. I'm like, this is a great sketch. This would be on Seinfeld.
It could easily be.
But who's got the moral high ground here?
I don't know, because that's a genuine, people have genuine fears of things. Like, it's like if a clown sat next to you and you had a clown, people have that. I've been to Movie World with someone that the lunchtime parade comes out and she ran ahead behind a bush and I was like, was it me or what happened? And it was the Joker or whatever, it was a clown and there was no...
she bolted.
There was no... It may as well have been a lion.
Yeah.
Like that's how she reacted the same way. And so it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a German Shepherd or whether it's
a moth. My sister's terrified of moths.
If you've got a fear, you've got to get away from that fear, and you're on a plane.
Like
what do you do?
You've got a fear of Coach, don't you?
You even what?
They don't give you a heads up. Like if you've got the dog, like you'd think, because if you get
Do
the
you-
exit
yeah.
aisle, they always go, no, just letting you know.
There's a German
Just
Shepherd.
letting you know, you're sitting in an exit aisle, you're going to be cool to help out. You're like, absolutely, I'll be the outstanding service for the whole plane.
I think that's the
Put
answer.
me in here. They got to say, listen, we're thinking about putting a
Excuse
German
me.
Shepherd right next
Excuse
to
me,
you.
Bozo the clown's going to be sitting next to you.
Yeah.
Do you have a clown problem?
She was probably expecting Bounce of the Labrador to be sitting next to her. Instead, it's like this. Like, to be fair, it was one of those super short-haired German Shepherds. Like, it almost looked a bit Russian.
Well, I'm not bringing race into this.
No, but
By
like,
any
they've
stretch.
got those short-haired ones.
Yeah, I mean, again, by this point, you're on the plane now, so
I don't
the
think-
airline's got to do something about that situation.
Yeah,
Move,
I don't
move
think
the chick.
anyone's in the wrong in this situation. Initially, I'm like, "Oh, get over yourself, love. That's a service dog. Respect the servicemen and women. Get over it." But then I'm like, "No, a phobia is a phobia." Yeah. But I just think that the plane should have dealt with it a lot sooner. Like,
I agree.
there would have been any other person who would have gladly sat next to a dog.
I would have liked to have sat
I would
next
have been
to
like,
the dog.
hands up,
yeah,
dibs.
I actually would have been, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, who would like to sit next to a German Shepherd?
Yeah.
Yes.
You deal with that immediately.
And all the hands would go up and it would cause the spike in the flight path.
Oh, you reckon that'd knock him off course?
Yeah.
A Mexican wave.
Yeah,
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Just a sweet ass reminder that tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock we'll be playing for now $1,200.
Yes.
And Smarter Than Who.
Smarter Than Who.
Like, that is crazy stuff.
Now, all of a sudden, I want it to go from Who to Smarter Than Nikki because I've got a good run on.
Oh, God.
I was happy for it to be vague.
You're kidding.
I know. I was such a dummy spitter at the start.
You were so ready to walk away.
I know.
We held strong,
It's your
didn't
bloody
we?
husband that was telling
It's
you
your
from
bloody
the start,
husband.
reading
Oh,
into
just-
things. You can't listen to him.
Just in general. Just no.
He's got egg on his face, though, hasn't he? Has
Well,
he apologised?
No, he's really proud of me.
Oh, sorry. Oh,
he
wow.
was-
Okay.
he was there.
How easy.
Yeah.
He was there from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't
Yeah.
he just?
Does he has he turned around and said, "Geez, it turns out you're not dumb after all"?
What?
Wasn't it stupid? What did he call you?
Dumb.
Dumb.
You sound dumb.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
He said, I'm concerned that you're coming off, like you're sounding the way you look. Like, I think people's perception of you is being verified by
wow,
you failing.
verified.
Yeah. Because,
Did he
dumb
then
one.
explain what verified means? Now, what that means, Nikki?
Yeah, do you have to break that down for you? According to him, that's how you are.
Yeah, and then I just showed him my blue tick and said, verify this, mother.
Yeah.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Ariana just announces performing at the Oscars next week. She's up for an Oscar next Monday our time, but also performing at the award show.
It'd be for the song.
Wicked.
Wicked.
Best Supporting Actress, actually.
Oh, is that what she's up for?
Ariana.
Ariana Grande is a Best Supporting Actress nominee.
Mitch, is Demi Moore in that category, or is she up for
Best Actor.
Best
in a lead
actor?
role, yeah.
I've backed her.
Mm-hmm. Good. Well, she won the SAG yesterday.
I tell you what, I don't know what
She's got-
you got her at, but she would have shortened significantly.
Is she favourite?
Because she's had two.
I think she always was.
Hang on. I'll tell you what I got.
What did you get? Hang on.
Tell me what she's at now.
We had the Screen Actors Guild yesterday, which is actors voting on actors. So it's the one where your peers vote for you, and if you win that, they say that's like the one you want to win. But it also it shortens your odds because that's who is also voting for the
But
Oscars
she's
as
won
well.
2 from 3 now because she was up for. She won. Was it the Golden Globe?
She might have won the Globe. Yeah, I think she won the Globe as well.
And then there was another awards.
The BAFTAs.
That was
She
it.
won a
She did.
BAFTA?
No, she didn't win that one.
She was robbed. Who'd they give it to?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
But is SAG a big one?
SAG's a big one, yeah.
For Oscar.
Yeah, for a lead-in, for like an idea.
Fall.
Exactly, yeah. That's the wave you want to ride into the Oscars.
If you've got your peers' respect, then you've got respect. Because
Yeah.
it's so hard to get the respect from your peers. Because most people just want to
Tell me
compete
about
and
it.
hate each other.
What is she? What is she paying now, David?
I'm trying to find it. Is it in Sport Novelties?
It is.
Okay. I'm getting.
If I was a betting man,
Have you seen the movie, Ash?
No,
It hit Stan.
I haven't
So
seen the
you're
movie.
backing
It hit Stan
it,
a
but
week
you haven't.
ago.
Okay.
Somebody said, I think it was Mitch, it was our first show, I think this year.
Mm.
And someone said, she's going to win that. And I went, well, I'm going to put something on that so that I've got something to look forward to. And to be fair, I've loved Demi Moore for a long time.
You have.
Ghost.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
I've got what she's paying right now.
Yeah,
A few good
yeah.
men.
What do you got?
$1.44.
I got her at $1.73.
What'd you get?
I got her at $1.73.
And she's now at
$1.44.
Oh man, you're home. I'm calling
And then you
it.
tell me.
At the risk of going
How
the
much-
crow.
Nikki, you tell me.
How much have you put on?
A
I
lot.
got a little bit on it.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Windsor Gardens or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.